if they said George Floyd had full blown HIV/AIDS, now that's defamation.
Right.
But did he say something like that? He knew. He's a smart man. Why he signed those type of contracts like that, Brandon?
Because he's trying to climb up, and I think he feels like that's the fastest way to do it. Let me partner with these big brands. Let me boost them up. They're gonna boost me up, and I'll be able to find another high-end brand, boost them up, and just keep going up that way instead of doing it by himself. Like you say, like Dr. Claude Anderson said, he's gonna work with him, let him do it the right way, be 100% owner. It's just gonna take.
I'm black. The people in China, they came from me. I'm black.
But do you think they agree with that though? What do you think other groups feel about?
They don't have to agree. Check your DNA. I can make you. Check your DNA. Here's a good thing to know. Net worth. When you see people say I'm a billionaire,
right.
That don't mean they got $1 billion. They mean the assets put together is worth $1 billion.
And we just talked about that. We were saying, how does he have $2 billion, or is it like there's just adding his value, saying he can cash out this money doing deals with other people or bringing other money in, and we see that he doesn't really have that money.
You know what time it is? We got another one. Hit that like button. Let's go.
But like I said, I just want to make sure we can agree on that point. So we don't necessarily stand with what he's saying with that. But his next comment.
Wait, Brandon.
Go ahead.
Kanye West can have an opinion. He said his opinion. And what the hell? Somebody go sue somebody for saying an opinion. Watch this. Right. I believe a dog is really a cat wearing dog's clothing. Now, can you sue me for that statement, Brandon?
No, you can't.
But that's what
you can try. Yeah, you can try. I mean, yeah, you can try. You can make a lawsuit and take it to court. Try to take it to court or threaten to take it to court, and then settle. Damages? You can just settle.
What's the damages?
There's no damages.
Still, how you going to court?
It's rarely any damages, but people can say the damages. They're hurt. The family is hurt, right?
Okay, what crime was broke? There you go. What crime was broke?
They can say defamation, and that's what they're going to try to do. They're hurting the family. The family still has to go through with their loss and have their name ran through the mud.
Defamation.
Kind of
the man had drugs in the system. That's a fact, ain't it?
That's true. That is true.
So what's defamation?
I don't know. You like that? That's just what they're gonna do.
If they said George Floyd had full blown HIV/AIDS, now that's defamation,
right?
But did he say something like that?
And that's the thing about you supposed to have freedom of speech, but you really don't. And depending on what you say, groups are gonna come after you. And so we know what he said next. And like you say, you were watching the YouTube and it got pulled off of YouTube.
I paused because I had to go upstairs. You flick outside. So, this is gonna be a good one. Wait, right. That came back. It was some error sign. I'm Brandon. It's 6:00 in the damn morning. Error sign. I said, hold on.
Right.
And then you couldn't find it. You couldn't find it.
Right. Like I said, I was watching the same way, and it kind of disappeared, and I ended up having to watch it on somebody else's channel because people have been bootlegging it because they saved it and been bootlegging. But they've been coming after people who've been playing the video and giving a breakdown of the video. They've been pulling that and flagging people's video for that. So that's even crazier. Do you want to get into what he said? Like, I know
you can talk. I saw it. I only saw those clips. Then I didn't look it up. What did he say? Be careful, Brandon.
I know. He was just saying that we are the real. Right. I'm not saying. I'm not saying though, because I just you see how much power and influence they have, especially on this app. So he was just saying we are the real group, and that group is not the real group. He said that, and then he did that tweet. He was saying he's going DEFCON 5 or 4 on that group, and that's when they, was like, okay, this is over with.
Now, what do DEFCON 5 means?
I don't know. Isn't that some kind of White House thing where they're, I'm not even sure, but it's a heightened level of security or a heightened level of alert.
Something like that.
They may be
attack. Yeah, they may be coming to get you quick. But it seems like they were DEFCON 5 on him.
Right.
Within a few hours,
right.
He lost all his stuff. And audience, here's a good thing to know. Net worth, when you see people say I'm a billionaire,
right.
That don't mean they got $1 billion. They mean that assets put together is worth $1 billion.
And we just talked about that. We were saying, how does he have $2 billion, or is it like, there's just adding his value, saying he can cash out this money doing deals with other people or bringing other money in. And we see that he doesn't really have that money. And
especially how they write these contracts up, like Kanye was saying, all that money disappeared in a week. Now you tell me this, right. What kind of, now I was watching, Dave Chappelle said this 2 years ago. He said he quit the Dave Chappelle show and they stopped paying him.
Right.
Adidas said we dropping Kanye West and we canceling all the payments. Now, don't you supposed to pay what you owe? Now, how can they owe you, buddy? But if you say something, everything cancel out.
Right, because you signing these messed up deals and you really don't own, what you own, and you really don't have any guaranteed money. It's like a NFL contract. You have a small amount of guaranteed money, and you're on a contract, and whenever they want to stop the pay or end your service, they can do that.
So tell me this, Kanye West, he knew he's a smart man. Why he signed those type of contracts like that, Brandon?
Because he's trying to climb up, and I think he feels like that's the fastest way to do it. Let me partner with these big brands. Let me boost them up. They're gonna boost me up, and I'll be able to find another high-end brand, boost them up, and just keep going up that way instead of doing it by himself. Like you say, like Dr. Claude Anderson said, he was gonna work with him, let him do it the right way, be 100% owner. It's just gonna take longer, but he want to do it his way.
Man, I heard he ain't never read the damn book Powernomics.
It
sounds like he ain't never read it.
Yeah, he said he don't read. So, if you're going off of your, just how you feel and what you think and just talking to people, this is what kind of deals you're going to have. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, we'll do a deal. And my people are going to write the contract up and they're going to fuck you over, basically. And that's what they did. So you boosted up like Adidas. Nobody was really checking for Adidas like that until he partnered with them, and their stocks went through the roof with him. But now they kind of own his shoes, and those shoes are very popular. I'm not saying people are going to stop buying them or buy more, but it's just crazy. And that deal is ended now just because of what he said. And he was doing something with Balenciaga too, and they ended that deal. And he was wearing a Balenciaga mouth guard, and he's just doing a lot for other brands, and they're just not. He's not the owner. He's not on the board. He can't make decisions.
Do black people buy Balenciaga?
Balenciaga, yeah, they buy it. I'm not sure what percentage versus white people, but that's something that a lot of black celebrities or just people with money want to buy.
No, if the rappers got Gucci belts, that means the
but people, them little shoes that look like ninja shoes, they just slip-ons. Those are Balenciagas. People were buying those.
Penny loafers.
No. It looked like a sock. It's a black shoe. It looked like a sock.
Man, I'm about to say, I was about to say something. Get us cut off of it.
Right.
Okay, so do you think
what?
You think the industry that Kanye West is people have a monopoly on it?
Yes, and I think that's the point people are missing. He wasn't going after all of that group. He was going after the ones that control the media, control the music industry, and are not forcing people to make a certain type of music or forcing a certain narrative to be reported in the news. He's just kind of going at them, letting them know, I'm fighting. I know what y'all are trying to do. I'm trying to do my own thing, but y'all are trying to block me at every turn. And I'm going to turn up on y'all. And he phrased it at them, calling them that word. But people are very sensitive about that. And they came after him, very hard. And they showed their power. So is he right? Yeah, he's right. Should he have said what he said? No, I don't think so. But he shouldn't be canceled like this. Because if you look at what he said, we know what he said, but they're trying to run it a different way.
It seemed, now the little clip I heard, it seemed like he was talking to direct people.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
That happened to be from that religion. I ain't gonna say race, but religion. But happened to be for that religion. So what's wrong with calling people out who you
especially when he was saying he's one of them too. So just like how black people will say something hateful about another black person, can another blank say something about another blank if he identifies as that? And they showed you that too when the thing happened with Whoopi Goldberg. No, you're not one of us, even though you think you're one of us. And we're gonna make an example out of you. And they made another example out of another black person.
Brandon, that statement you just made, I did not like it, man.
Okay, go ahead. Why not?
Because you forgot your power you have, and you clearly forgot it.
What you mean?
I'm about to show you right quick. What does that say?
I can't see it all the way. Everybody, what? Let me move this because everybody comes from
black. So I'm black.
Yes.
That means that group of people, they came from me.
Are you?
I'm black. Watch it out. I'm black. The people in China, they came from me. I'm black.
But do you think they agree with that though? What do you think other groups feel about?
They don't have to agree. Check your DNA. I can make you. Check your DNA.
But
a black woman can produce you. Check your DNA. But you can't produce us.
Right. That's true. But that's something maybe they haven't thought of though. Like
they thought about it. And it's a thorn in the ass. It's like you used to walk down, as a kid you used to play like outside and you get one of those thorns in your sock.
Yeah.
It's like
right. Sticky ball thing. That's what we used to call it.
That's how they feel about black people. They can't get rid of us, but they hate because they came from us because we own it.
Right.
Everybody came from black. Everybody came from black. And don't let me explain this map to you and
we've
talk about
we've done that, right.
The hypocrisy that don't even make sense. How can a people pass the God go send them past the promised land to come back up to the promised land? That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense.
Right.
And if you study the Bible, going to the promised land, they had to kill millions of people. So you tell me they killed all those millions of people to get trapped up in Egypt and then come back up to kill more millions of people to go to the promised land. But I ain't saying nothing. That'd be too deep for people and they won't understand.
Right.
Because they don't know how the fucking map works. All right. They don't know how a map works.
But that's a tough concept to stomach if but just say everybody came from Asian people. Will we feel like that would be true even if we researched it and we checked our DNA? Would you be able to accept it?
Yeah, I'll be fine, but we know they ain't true.
That's how they feel though.
No, but our stuff is true. Our stuff is true.
But everybody thinks their stuff is true. Like I said, I'm not sure what Chinese people believe in and their faith and their origin and that kind of stuff. But I don't think they believe what we believe when it comes to that. I really don't. I would love to do some research in that or talk to somebody to see what they feel, because I'm pretty sure they'd be like, oh no, that's not true. I'm not rocking with that.
Now, Brandon, people love to erase history, right?
Yes. And rewrite it.
Now come on now, Brandon. I'll go show you something. Come on now, Brandon. Now, I need to do some more research on this.
But Lewis.
But you know what happened?
What?
They got more pyramids outside of Egypt.
I'm pretty sure. They are.
They got a lot of splinks that look like African people, right?
Yeah.
But why on TV you don't see no African people playing the Egyptians?
Oh, because we know what.
why is that, Brandon?
Well, so they want to kind of whitewash it a little bit and not.
I can show you something too. I happen to have this book next to
just
you see that black skin? Why they don't show these pictures? These real pictures of Egypt people. Why they don't show these pictures on TV?
Well, the same reason Jesus is white. It's the same thing. You don't want to put that out like, you know, it's black people was ruling. You want to kind of put it out where it was lighter skinned people doing this, and lighter skin, it wasn't really black people. You know what I'm saying?
Group of black Egyptians about to fry up some chicken. Who else frying chicken? Who else frying chicken, Brandon?
That's us.
There are a lot of issues that's facing the black community, from relationships between mother and father and the failure of passing down standards, integrity, and duty, from the lack of education or the debt load from higher education. Go to school, they say, but no opportunity on graduation day. From incarceration to low-skill occupation that marches in gentrification. Well, the time has come. It's time for a change. My book, From Zero to 200K, will outline the steps I use to change my social and economical status. Learn the steps I took to lower my expenses. Learn the steps I took to increase my income. Learn the steps I took to increase my credit and keep a good credit score. Learn about how I generate wealth. Most importantly, how I got God involved in my life. By the time you finish this book, you'll be ready to control your finances with a renewed vigor, knowing that you can accomplish your goals if you apply yourself and make good decisions over the long term. From 0 to 200K with faith, relationships, strippers, jobs, college, hustles, and heartbreak taught me about finance. It's a must read for every black person in America. Hit the link below and let's get to work.